Hello. Welcome back to Danganronpa or Tabletop Hazard stream. Today we are streaming Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. If you haven't already guessed from my mishap, um, let's see. Let's switch it on to the. I hit the wrong button. Let's see. Let's try to get this fixed right. No, it's not working. Hold on. It can be finicky, and that's, if you've been to my other streams, you know that sometimes the game is finicky. Maybe we'll try doing that. Well, alrighty. There we go. Like I said, it can be finicky sometimes. You've seen that before in my previous streams. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's see, I'm going to pull up this real quick too. That'll let me know what's going on. And did I not do this alright? Oh no, I didn't save, did I? Did I not save? Oh, okay. Well, whoops. Well, there you go. There's the consequences of not saving. We're just going to do the same thing we did before. And we're just going to hop on through. And just skip a bunch of text. Sorry about that, everyone. I thought I had saved properly. I guess not. Let's talk some. Let's see. She likes, if I remember correctly, I really did not save at all, did I? Did it just not register or something? Oh no, hi Spooksies. I'm just gonna try to skip through this as much as I can because I messed up big time. Oh, did you lose? I lost it! Either I lost it or I didn't do it like I was supposed to. Oof. But that's fine. We got time to fix this. I think we gave Genocide Jack a gift last time. Let's go and see if this helps. And we'll just do Hina again. So it won't be the exact same as last time, because I think I think we got another present we can give Hina. I think it's the kitten hair clips. No, it's not the end of the world. I can keep this right. Okay, I'm so tired. I woke up earlier. Tired, so tired. I want something sweet. You want some donuts. For sweetness. Then you get a hint of egg and butter. So we didn't actually do this part. I think we went with Genocide Jack. And we're just gonna match the number of skill points as increased. We didn't really get anything. So this is the part where Sakura gets found out to be... yeah, pretty much. I can't believe I lost that. That's just time wasted on the stream. So we'll go through this and I'll try to just skim quickly through the text. See. And so so right now what I'm doing is I'm just holding down the select button. And it will also get us another look at the sequence happening again. Like the whole we found the body sequence. So we'll go to Kyoko's still mad at us. Why is it not? Huh. Sorry, I guess I got my buttons confused with the Switch. I'm playing the Switch. Or maybe it's just not letting me go out, because you should be able to. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting my buttons confused. So we'll go ahead and talk to her. Spookies, welcome to the stream, Spookies. What have you been up to? Anything interesting happening? Playing MC. MC means a lot of things. Is it Minecraft? You could also be Minecraft, sorry, lol. I've been doing pretty good. I was able to get things started a little bit earlier before stream time, so I was able to do some like mental exercises. We can try Gotchi a little bit because I've kind of run out of gifts to give her. So, all in all, I'm having a really good day. Normally, I've been running late as of the last few streams. Come on. Come on. Clip noodle. I can't get these buttons to work for the life of me. But all in all, I'm having a pretty good day. Just hanging out and chilling out for the day. Nothing too serious to worry about. I was able to get everything done that I needed to before stream, so I was able to start right on time. Let's see. We're going to do about 10 of these. Hopefully I'll get something useful. I think it wouldn't hurt for me to pull out her thing again. Because I don't think we got anything that she normally likes. Okay, she does like the water lover. I don't think I gave that to her. Let's see. Because last time it cheered her up, and I think that's important for the story. So the water lover is something else she likes. And of course I didn't give it to her this time. I gave it to her last time. And then we talked to Toka again? Yeah, we'll leave. We'll talk to Byakuya. Surely, Byakuya has something that we want to give. So let's do... It'd be interesting to get him started. Maybe we can get a special skill or something. Thank you for the lurk, Spookski. I will try to make this stream as entertaining as possible for everyone that's lurking. I think there's someone else also on. Looks like it's Purple Kitty. Thank you for the lurk, Purple Kitty. I know you're really busy. Okay, so I finally got it back. I got an old-timey radio. I know that much because I just got it. So, where is he? Oh, he's in the closet. Okay. Yeah, I think we're too late to talk with Toka again. Sakura Hina. Finally, some action, Things are starting to become interesting. Huh? Oh, I didn't see you standing there. Did you need something? Fine. I don't mind allowing you to indulge my attention. I hope you appreciate this. Give me something worthwhile. Let's see. I had an old-timey radio, right? I know that I did. I just got it. I have 2 of them. Yeah, he loves it. Now this is a rare moment. Coming from a noble family, I've never been exposed to such vulgarity. Interesting. I think I'll keep it. I have a question for you. Huh? You do? Something's been bothering me for a while now, and I can't take it anymore. So answer my question. I need you to explain to me what exactly your ultimate likely student title means. Oh, well, I don't totally get it myself, but what I do know is I was picked at random from a pool of normal students. So you just got into Hope's Peak by blind luck. I see. Well, that answers my question. What was the question? How a commoner like you, with absolutely no unique talents or abilities, could get into the school. Oh, I forgot to mention boring. How a boring, untalented, utterly generic commoner got in. Boring? Generic? Did you really have to list all that off? But it's the truth. Maybe compared to you, the ultimate affluent prodigy and all. But even I. You seem to think it's merely an issue of title, but you make no mistake. My lineage, intelligence, figure, athletic ability, they are all ultimate. Which is to say, I am the ultimate perfection. Feel free to begin calling me that, in fact. He's really taking this to the extreme. You who have nothing, I who have everything. We are living proof that all men are not created equal. You have my pity, Makoto. Life can be very cruel indeed. And because I pity you so much, perhaps someday I'll allow you to hear my tale of glory. Consider it a blessing, a gift from me to you, to allow you to bask in my glory. Having finished his mean-spirited lecture, Byakuya left me standing there in silence. I learned one thing about Byakuya today. Anytime I talk to him, I need to be prepared for extreme psychological trauma. I unlocked a skill. Great. With the extra points I got, I should be able to use that. Maybe it'll help me with my focus. In-game focus. Hopefully it'll help me with out-of-game focus too, but... Okay, let's skip through. We already know what's going to happen here. I'm going to get situated real quick. Okay. I find that I have to mute the mic just to move the chair around. I don't have an actual chair. I have a lawn chair I'm using, which works fine for me. If it wasn't for the fact that I was so squeaky with the chair. Alright. So we are coming to the big moment. You're gonna make me run down, aren't you? Ah. And I think I remember this part. It's where Toka slices, or rather, Genocide Jack slices at Hina because of a fight. And Hina is desperately trying so hard to defend Sakura. And I don't blame her. I want to defend Sakura. So now we gotta make that uncomfortable conversation with Kyoko. But she forgives us for the time being. Her feelings were hurt, but she understood why. And so we're going to head towards the computer. And we're going to make the daring plan of connecting Alter Ego to the internet. Look at all that typing sounds. Then we're going to do the secret room. Apparently the computer's we pretend we go back inside. It should be down in the drawers. There it is. Alter Ego is set up. And hopefully it will save us. After all, there's no more point in it being here, but and then before long, I believe my nap will be called into question. The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze. Rattle. Makoto, get out here. Kyoko, what's going on? Hina just came to see me, and she was white as a ghost. It sounded like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. Suddenly, I found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Hydrate, everyone. There shouldn't be any more friendship free time, so. Makoto, Kyoko! Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to take a look inside. And when I did... Sakura! Is she unconscious? She's still sitting up in a chair, like she's bowing her head. What's going on? Did something happen to her? I was walking past and I happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking and I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So what do we do? What are we gonna do? First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? If we break in, we'll be violating school regulations. We're going to force our way in. I just said the door isn't locked. It is not a locked door because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Huh? Then why? It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it a chair? Chair? Either way, this door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then, there's no problem if we break in. Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay! Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence, but that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom in the classroom. Use it! You can handle this, right, Makoto? Come on, please hurry. Okay, you two, stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could, aiming directly at the window, so all it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... all I felt was cold death. I could only feel the last lingering warmth of a living body. Whoops. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then... deadly life. I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get him. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And I... Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone. Ogre? Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed, I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began... You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you're going to say? No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room. It was one of you! Hiro, Byakuya, Toka! One of you killed Sakura. You're accusing us before we even begun the investigation? I don't need to investigate anything, because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it. I know it. You know it. Gee. I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer. Don't get so mad, Miss Ashahina, or you're going to ruin that little face of yours. Now then, with that, Hold on. There's something I want to ask you. Huh? It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Huh? Huh?
Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then...
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. The whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to the most regrettable end without even getting a chance to finish things with me. Which, thank goodness for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that. I gotta tell ya, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place. I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one.
You owe him one?
Oopsie. Before you get all mad at me, you better figure out who did it first. 'Cause, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
He owes them one? I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind, after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura. Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time.
I'll do it.
Hina?
I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
Okay, then Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoka. Oh, excuse me. Kyoka, that's you. Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order? Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we?
Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
Which is?
Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
What?
One of you killed Sakura. I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate.
I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here.
Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise? I won't ask you to let us all in. Just let me.
What?
You really don't care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
No, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway.
And you, Hiro, do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care? Then it's decided.
Nothing's decided.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request.
But
we have to find the one who killed Sakura. For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory.
Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her.
Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body? That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer, all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of a hopeless hope. We have no choice but to do it. Sorry, hydrating. Time to hydrate, everyone. And we are actually back to where we was. except for a few notes from Kyoko. I don't mind going over those. And I will properly save this time. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. This could be a concussion that was caused, and it did lead to death. That's just one thought. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of the blood. That does sound like a concussion. So Monokuma may have killed her. I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why's that? The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through, and the door had been jammed shut with a chair from the inside the rec room, which means that the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside, and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right? In other words, this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this as kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this? Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind. When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the door. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, we have to go. All we have to do is check the door for see if I can't talk. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right? I did it! I finally said it! The second type is when the locked room is already exists before the crime is committed. Oh? Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through the gap in the door or something like that. But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list. The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean? They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend to show up along with everyone else, and that's it. That sounds like it could have been possible. Maybe. And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room. By that I mean there was actually an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too? I believe so, yes. So when it comes to the locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then, Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seem to be most likely in this case? That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. Let's see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. Whoops. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Alrighty. So, alright. It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died about around 12 noon. So roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego? So we might have an alibi-ish. Alright, what about you? What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away. He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I better go before he crushes my soul completely. The door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountains have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence of that kind of string or mechanism used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room. It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loves her protein, and she mentioned it more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments. I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can, it's got a label on it that says Chem A2. It reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the chem lab. But that's strange. Huh? What is it? You see what's scattered around the can. Shards of light blue glass. There must have been parts of the window I broke to get inside. But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. Why does that matter? I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it can be an important clue later. I mean, I can see what you mean. That means somebody had to place it there. Otherwise, the glass would be kind of more around it. But someone wasn't paying attention and just set it on there. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence of any kind of string or mechanism used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Haven't examined both the door and the chair. There's no doubt that the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the lock room from the inside, not from the outside. Rec room door has been added to the truth bullets. I wish I could do the Stitch voice. I would love to be able to do the Stitch voice. But talking as much as I am right now is actually kind of killing me a little. Huh? The locker's open. And there on the inside is a handprint? What's a handprint doing there? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left the handprint in all the dust. And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say somebody was hiding in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then maybe the killer hidden there until the locked room was open, don't you think? Ooh. And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group. Unfortunately, that's not possible. Why not? Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point. So there was no way someone could have hidden it there until after we opened the door. So then, what does this handprint mean? Locker handprint has been added to the truth bullets. There are shards of glass scattered around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are top and bottom sections of the bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Lots of shards on the floor has been added to the truth bullets. There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. The same shelf full of magazines. It's all the different kinds of magazines here.
There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf's blood stain has been added to the truth bullets. It looks like some kind of wrapper. Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah. I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura? I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took an entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much? But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. And now, they've all lost their flavor. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper. See, I don't think anything's there. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's kind of Monokuma figure. I'm wondering is, how did they get those figures inside the bottle? It's no different than your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh, yeah, maybe I have. So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. So I guess we know where the red bottle came from. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf, and the Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle, which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. So somebody hit her over the head with it. No. I got my save, guys. Just in case. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in his chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have had any problem believing that that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she also vomited blood. And I can see the trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't had suffered from any other injuries. Maybe getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. Byakuya. However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting? Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely had to be connected to why she died. So, but according to the file, there's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. So, and then talk to Hina. We already know who did it. Byakuya Toko Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me, she said she left a note for each of them. She asked him to meet her in the rec room by noon.
By noon? Monokuma said she died right around then.
I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to him. And this is what happened. And if I stopped her, by force even, this would have never have happened.
You know, it's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Aoi's account has been added to the truth bullets, but the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she had asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same place and time she ended up dying, it might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Alright, Kyoko. But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight. And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right? They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Alright. Byakuya? What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to ask you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what idiot would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Hey, 121! Welcome to the chat! You are a little bit late, but that's fine because I started out, my file was lost. I either didn't save or I didn't, or I saved and it just lost it. I have a feeling I didn't save. So I'm still at the beginning. Yeah, ooh, just stretching. Well, until I can prove it otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Oh, okay, thanks. Byakuya's account has been added to the truth bullets. Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part. And you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave. Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sarko wanted to meet with the other two people. I need to hear what they have to say. So that means I'm done here. And since those other two probably went back to their rooms. So I have to go talk to them. Is there anywhere else that I need to go? Or is it going to force me to talk to them? It's not even giving me... And there's a 5th floor. Wonderful. I didn't notice it the first time. Sorry, my phone went off. My apologies. Just when you think you got everything ready, you just don't. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds... Oh, Toka mode. Huh? Who's there? The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay. Well, incoming ad break in 5 minutes. She didn't look like she was in a good mood. Obviously annoyed, Toka slithered out into the hall. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him.
What? She wanted to meet with Master too? And I just said too, didn't I? I guess it's totally obvious, huh?
Hello, Shine. Shilling. Am I saying that right? How have you been enjoying the game? The game has really been interesting. I had played this before, but I never... It looks like according to my old save data, I never got past chapter 4. So, that's interesting. So this is technically my second time playing through this game, but I'm going to actually finish it. And, Shalene. Shalene. Is that it? Shalene? Thanks for the shout out. You're welcome. Thank you for doing the shout out, 121. I do like murder mysteries. I love murder mysteries. Well, I like mysteries in general. Can I give some criticism? By all means, give some criticism. If it has something to do with the fact that there's no little characters or banners or anything like that, I haven't we haven't got a tablet drawn yet. So I haven't been able to draw up the stuff like that. And I don't have a scanner. I have a printer, but the scanner function's not working. And it's pronounced Shalene. Shalene. I hope I'm saying that right. I really do. We'll go ahead and... Game audio is super quiet compared to the voice, that's all. Okay, so yes, I did that once upon a time for like a Discord thing, so we could, how's that for the game visual, or the audio visuals? What am I doing? I need to hydrate again. You're doing your best with the pronunciation. I'll be honest with you, I have a speech disorder, so I can't. It's actually called a speech and learning disorder. I won't go into more detail than that right now. But I think that by playing this game, I've learned to work with my voice a little bit more and talk better. It's slow but steady. And hey, check us out on Tabletop Hazards. We're doing Pokemon 2 Monday and Tuesdays. Do Code Vein on Thursdays. And our main our main part of the channel is focused on D&D. Oh, I don't let anyone make fun of my voice. No, never. If anyone gets to make fun of my voice, it's me. Yes, but we usually do Dungeons and Dragons. We got 2 main campaigns going on. Fate, Pride of the World, based on the Fate series by Nasuverse, and the Nasuverse, and Pokemon Fantasy. We don't have any D&D campaigns scheduled for this Saturday. Hopefully that'll change next Saturday. And we have a incoming ad. I'm gonna just go ahead and snooze that. They snoozed for 5 minutes. But thank you for joining in. Do you do streaming too, or are you just usually a watcher? So another ad's gonna start popping up in like 5 minutes. Just a heads up. What do you think about Danganronpa in itself? I think I know why I didn't remember the first time I played. Let me go ahead and finish with this dialogue real quick.
I guess it's now totally obvious, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it?
I admit, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to do it.
Toka claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room.
With that, Toka quickly retreated into her room. Toka's account. Still, that's not exactly Genocide Jill's account. I do stream myself, but since this is your stream, I don't want to talk to me. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. I've heard of Danganronpa. I've wanted to play Danganronpa. I'm always a big mystery fan, and of course, a lot of mysteries have murder in them. I think I originally heard about it in 2019. And I wanted to get the games, and finally I was able to get a hold of the games in 2021. But I hadn't actually gotten to play with it. 2 reasons. I didn't have the time. And second reason, I was originally on a laptop. A laptop that is currently on the verge of malfunctioning completely. It just kept messing up on me. So now I have a better computer to stream with. And I wanted to go ahead and actually stream it, rather than just play it by myself. Honestly, Danganronpa has some wacky writing, but it's the same time it's also what makes it so good in my opinion. It definitely feels more engaging than other stories. You just kind of have to pretend to be the detective third party. But in this game, you actually get emotionally invested in the characters, and I love that. It's not laptop improvements, I got a desktop this time. So, onwards. I think that's not... She's not gonna answer the door, she's dead. Yoshihiro. I pressed the doorbell, and after a few seconds... What's up, Makoto? Do you need something? Yeah, actually. I wanted to check with something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How'd you know about that? Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre herself told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toka to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But she didn't write you a note? Yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura? No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious. The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office. I haven't seen her since. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Oh, do I still have it? Let's see, I might have rolled it up and smoked it. Oh, I have a bad habit of doing that, apparently. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets. Oh, sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. What? With a big, goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Suspicious candy wrapper! Oh! Oh! Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket. Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. You can't be that calm about something and just be like, what? Trash. Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. He's the most expressive out of all the others. I think the only other person that's just as expressive, two, is Sakura and Mondo. Hero ad. Look at it. Got an ad. It's only 1:20. Oh, thank you for the follow! Were you able to hear that sound alert at all? But unfortunately, Hippie had. I will be over in just a minute, so I'm going to take this time to hydrate real quick. Whoops. See you in 1.5 minutes. Oh no, is your thing longer than 30 seconds? Oh no. Okay, it says ad break ended, but I'm not entirely sure. So, I'm gonna wait for a little bit longer to see if you pop up into the chat again. There's no way that's all there is to it. Pocket trash has been added to the truth builds. Okay, I'm back! Yay! And if you ever want to see me play on the stream again, I start on Wednesdays 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Zanzu, he's the head guy of the channel. He streams Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Yes, this can be very annoying. So I've heard from, but I stream Danganronpa on Wednesdays, and if you feel like doing a little Pokemon, I'm streaming a Pokemon Nuzlocke on Pokemon Shining Pearl, and Zanzu is doing a first playthrough of Scarlet with a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle theme, so it's Teenage Pokemon Ninja Turtles. Okay, so I've heard from Toka and Hero. What's next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I side? Very kind. I am a very busy person, so I thought I'd be able to stop by again. That's wish you the best nonetheless. Well, thank you so much for the follow, and I will see you when I see you. I know that schedules get very busy. I will try to do the best I can for this stream and make it entertaining for a very long while. And you can call me Zuzu if you want. I am Zuzuma, and the other person that streams on this channel is Zanzu. So where should I start next? Let's see. Don't pressure yourself. That's the one thing I try to never do, is pressure myself, because that is the quickest way you can get hurt. Just stream how you usually do. Chem Lab. You're already here. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you mean to say was, yes sir, I understand. For someone that's an affluent prodigy, you really do demand a lot. So we're just not going to say anything about the bottle that's on the floor. Is there going to be a coin?
Yes, coin.
I doubt I'll get one from the camera. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Okay. It looks like the 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Let's see, what's on this shelf? There's all kind of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelf as section A. Huh, but wait. This one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it there, hit her on accident? So on this shelf is, it looks like a bunch of chemicals that have a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Reagents. Simply, they are used in chemicals to bring about a chemical reaction. Reagents. That's what they are then. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Now I'm personally hurt, Byakuya. Isn't that kind of harsh? What, you think studying science and mathematics have no practical application in the real world? The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. Man, he really hurts the person who's playing the game too, don't he? I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number, so I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here, in which case I don't think I have to worry too much about the shelf. On this shelf is, one look and I can tell, but it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. How long have you been streaming for? About 2 or 3 per stream. How long have you been streaming? Right now, how long? Well, I guess I think we started streaming since last October. About last October, I think. Somewhere around there, maybe August. But we really haven't really. We haven't gone into an actual schedule for the streaming until recently. So you're so baby. I have a yes, we baby channel. We are such a baby channel. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A, or section C. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, section B has reagents, and section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten a protein powder from section A. Schedules are nice. For a while we didn't really have a schedule set up. I think it was only recently, like 3 weeks ago. That helped with the viewer retention or whatever that word is. It definitely helps, especially if certain people want to see certain games that you're playing, but we're so scattered. It was very confusing, and it was confusing me and Zansu a lot too. But I got scheduled for games and stuff where I can participate, and he has his own schedule where he can stream. And we both come together around Saturday for D&D. Or whatever's scheduled for Saturday. This week's not Dungeons and Dragons. I think it had to be canceled. I don't know what we're planning on doing. We're putting it up to a vote now in Discord. What concerns me is that Section A, there was a bottle with a label from Section C. Was that a bottle of poison from Section... What was a bottle of poison doing from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on here. Yeah. I think you're absolutely right on that too. It helps us and it helps the viewers just as well. Chem's lab shelf has been added to the truth bullets. What I'm planning on doing for this stream is to go through the investigation. But since the trials and the investigations and the free time are taking so long, that I've decided to separate them into 3 different types of like the streams. Like next stream will definitely focus more on the trial, because I didn't think about that last time I did the trial in chapter 3 and I went way too over. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Well, thank you so much. It is a very long day, but thank you for popping in on the stream, and thank you so much for the follow. We really appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Don't overdo it. It's okay to go by step by step. That's the plan. I think what I'll be doing is another hour and a half at most. But if I go over just a little bit, it'll be fine, just as long as I don't do 4 hours. We'll be taking a break here in a little bit, around the 1 hour 30 minute mark, just for a sip, some more water, and bathroom breaks and all that. Yeah. Checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Thank you so much. Then this powder must have been spilled. That's right. It could only have been around traffic. Someone just sped down here with a motorcycle. That's right. That could have only been around the time of the incident. Thank you for the redeem. If that really is when it happened, it must have been related to the case somehow. Source of the power has been added to the truth bullets. Still, there's still more to it. I better not leave a footprint, but someone else did. And they're only in the front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out a floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and pen. Well, let's go. Chop, chop. Okay. So I go to work, and before long I've drawn up a sketch of the room. So, how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me? So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they could, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me. That don't sound necessarily right, because unless they had business on the right side, section C, that means that would mean that they had business there and dropped the bottle and then just quickly ran around to section A at the same time. So it couldn't have been 2 separate people. It could have been 1 person altogether. These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours?
No!
Okay, then let me see your shoes, and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? You really don't like me, do you? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these footprints are a really valuable clue. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in the front of the shelf. There also remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. I've already taken a good look around the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. It'll probably be a 10-15 minute break or something like that. And I will see you guys in a little bit. Hello everybody, I am back from break. Took some water, did some stretches, drank some more water, and got a little snack. And of course you're not going to load up again. There we go. So, let's check the map. And it said we need to go back to the chem lab. Not chem lab, rec room. I'm just gonna check around here, see if there's anything else we need to talk or discuss. So no. Guess we're gonna head on back to the rec room. The broken window. So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me. I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming that they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying. Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These things have revealed new clues. You do well to look over one more time. Nice. So, I gave that to Sakura. She got super upset when I saw. She got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm her down a little. But that would also imply that you had the candy, so. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the raid, Vampire Rainer. What is up? With a party of 7, and the sound alert didn't do anything. Why? Why didn't the sound alert do anything? Anyway, thank you for coming in. Kitty Noi. Oh. Kitty Novian. Unique Girl. Thank you so much. And thank you for the shout out 121. Dragma's Dogma 2. So, what is that game? Is it like a shooter? Is it a D&D like Baldur's Gate? Or is it just fantasy? Let's see. Told me to check out the bottle. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura is sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So they must have originally been a bottle. And on top of that, near the glass, is a Monokuma figure that fits in the palm of my hand. Dark soulish open world. Ah! That would be something that Sansu would really be interested in. It's called Dogma 2. Dragon's Dogma 2, yeah. I'll have to let him know about that. I think he'll be interested. Anyway, thank you so much for the raid. To catch you up on what's going on, we are in Chapter 4 of Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. And this time we are investigating the murder of Sakura Ogami. So far, we figured out a few things. That is the wrong button. We figured out that she was vomiting blood and it looks like she had a head wound. There was the rec room door. It was sealed off. Her body, there was some vomit from her mouth. Magazine shelf blood stain. Interestingly, a candy wrapper. Shards of glass on the floor to figure in them. The Monokuma bottles, in which Kyoko has recommended us to check into. We've examined the protein drink setup right here. It looks like it's from Chem A2, which is a dietary supplement. From where we learned we were in the chem lab. But it also looked like that somebody had been messing around with the Chem C stuff, which was the poisons. Someone was inside the locker room. The locker. Not the locker room. The locker. And there's handprints in there. Plus Ali's account that notes have been written to Toga, Byakuya, and Yashira. That was confirmed. Byakuya said he received a note but didn't come. Toga said she also received a note but she did not go. There was some pocket trash that fell out of Hiro's pocket. He said he didn't come, but he's more suspicious than the others. And some interesting footprints in the chemical lab. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new, something new. See, we have the pawn. We have the queen and the king. I think, or is that the bishop? We have the knight on the floor. One of these pieces is missing. There's another bottle missing. Hey. So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. A correlation. My mind is slipping because I know there is a pawn missing, but I don't know which one it is. I don't know chess very well. And it also looks like there's stuff spilled on them. Or is that just... It looks like there's stuff spilled on them. Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is? I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't good enough. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer! I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. You're still mad at me, aren't you? Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me. She's so pretty, white hair with purple eyes. Yes, she is. She looks gorgeous with like a shade of lavender. They did a really good job designing her outfit. She looks like a super secret spy girl, which fits her character quite well. An experiment? Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Oh, are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that? I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that I'm not just Byakuya's not here, so... Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room, so she's not really... So she's having to deal with the side effects of Byakuya syndrome too. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting. Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing? She does. She also looks like with a costume change she could be a princess or some vampire princess. Yeah, she's got that stern look and she's got the right face shape to be not just like a dilly-dally princess. And I say dilly-dally like in, you know, Disney princess style. That's what I was probably saying, but like less cool. But with her, I could tell she'd be definitely more like Zelda from the Legend of Zelda series, where she has her concerns over the kingdom. But she looks like she can handle her own in a fight too. Vampire princess, I like that. She could be a vampire princess for all we know. We don't know that much about her to begin with. Other than the fact that something's up with her, she don't have a good memory of her past. I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compared to weights of what? Oh, thank you for the follow, Kitty Novian! Thank you so much! I hope you can hear that sound alert over the game music. It's quiet. I can't figure out what the best way to do the volume settings for the sound alerts are. For any of it, really, in particular. I have to actually go back and look through the stream. Compared to weights of what? But thank you so much for the follow. Absolutely, yeah, I can definitely hear the sound alert. Great. I'm glad, because I can't hear it well on my end, but it could be because of the volume of my computer. Let's see if I turn it down. Well, if I turn it down, I won't be able to hear it either. The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. What do you want to do with that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done. First, let's compare the weight of the two of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced, which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. The Monokuma figure inside are basically the same. Yeah, makes sense already. I'm gonna lurk. Thank you for the lurk. I hope you have a great rest of stream. Or rest of stream. What am I saying? I hope you have a great rest of the day. I had to think about that for a little bit. I hope you have a great rest of the day. And I hope you enjoyed the rest of the stream as well. Oh. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same. And nothing else could really affect the weight. Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there. Thank you for the encouragement, 121. Okay, then let's give it a try. Why is it heavier? Like, I get it, it would be lighter because the pieces are more spread out. But why is it heavier? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible? Just as I thought. What? The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together, and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. It's 2 bottles. 2 bottles are missing, but there's one figurine. Someone took the other figurine. Whoever has the missing figurine had something to do with this murder. Ah, that's why it looked so uneven. I know there was like 5 bottles there before because of the whole Celeste situation that was going on. We never really got a good look at them before, though. But now in this situation, yeah, it's 2 bottles, not just 1. So where's the other figurine? So, what do you think? It's all on you. It's like she's training us. There's something else I need to look into, isn't there? There's blood stained in front of the magazine shelf. I can only assume the blood is Sakura's. But that's strange if it's true. Why is it so far away from where she died? The locker's open, and there on the inside is a handprint? What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in all of the dust. And it looks quite fresh too. Most likely someone was hidden in here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. But there's no way the killer was in there when we opened the door. Think back, before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point. So it's possible that someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? So, that was basically something we already went over. Is there something else that we're not seeing? Is this the magazine shelf? This magazine's upside down. I mean, that could have happened during the Hifumi incident, but still is a little strange. If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore it in all detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. The word had been written in bold, bloody tears, and it said Toko. Could this be a dying message? Then would it appear you found it. Kyoko, is this? It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message? But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. This is definitely starting to look back towards the Sayaka incident, where she wrote Leon's name in blood. But something's not right about it.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer.
I can see why you would think that, but it seems too easy. Especially after the whole incident with Celeste. If anything, it makes me that much more desperate. Magazine dying message. And it was fresh enough to stain the other side of the page. And there's Sakura herself. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered on Sakura's body. Just staring off into space isn't going to help you. Don't you think we might actually need to examine the body? There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there's still some items. I can believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past.
What?
Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here. Her shoes?
correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. She spilled the chemical powder, which means she was in the chemical section. Was she trying to poison someone? Either that or she knows a lot more about chemistry than the rest of us do.
Hey,
Nest is the wound to your head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's an incredibly difficult spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem.
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either oar.
It's true.
So that's what I've learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Okay, this is a little bit awkward. But if this is the end of the investigation, it went by a lot quicker than I thought it would.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Oh, come on, dude. Sure, it wasn't as confusing as the last one, but you can't really go up from there.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Okay, so this is awkward. The stream's only been 2 hours. Barely 2 hours. Now I'm gonna save again. Because after what happened earlier. I wasted 40 minutes though. Just trying to get back to the investigation stuff. So if I hadn't wasted those 40 minutes, I would have actually considered doing the trial. So this is a little bit of an awkward situation. Do I just go ahead and do the trial? Because that is at least 2 hours in itself, and I will have end up going over the 4-hour mark, which is something I'm not looking forward to. Is this going to be a short stream? I guess so. Yeah. Any ideas? Does anybody have any idea? Any idea what I could try doing? Well, we can explore the main menu. I'm sure they'll give us some options. So we'll save and we'll go around the main menu. So I guess we can explore some options. So this is some of the extras. I got 191 coin. Event gallery. So there's some of the stuff we've encountered, the movies. Kiyotaka's introduction, Byakuya's introduction, Mondo, Leon, Hifumi, Yashihiro, Sayaka, Kyoka. Yeah, they never really did explain what Kyoka's ultimate was. Ultimate swimming. Ultimate Rider, Ultimate Martial Arts, Ultimate Gambler, Ultimate Fashionista, Ultimate Programmer. And there's the Monokuma Silhouette, TV, Giant Glint, Choke Slam. Wow, a lot of memories are coming back. Gun Gear, Death of Junko Inoshima. Sayaka's video, petrification, morning exercise. So a lot of these, how many more do we have? We have one mystery photo. What's this one? Did we miss one? Was there a second picture we needed to find? That's interesting. So I guess that's something for me to try to do on the next stream if we have time. Or we could try it this stream. Who knows? Second mysterious photo. That being said though, will it make me mess up my save? There's the first Hifumi death, that's the second The only Hifumi death, I should say. Robo Ashihina. There's the second mysterious photo that's part of the event gallery, but it feels like we missed out. And at least there's going to be a bunch more to go through. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. Looks like we have 2 more Monokuma theaters too. That could mean we only have 2 more chapters. Movie gallery. Results. Monokuma appears. The victims. That can't possibly be the case because we got 4 more victims. Well, I mean, we got 6 more individuals. So, it could be Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Ashihina. I don't see Kyoko being a victim. I just don't. Oh, and these are ones that I have to unlock, don't I? So maybe it'll let me unlock some. Nope, it won't let me unlock these. Sound gallery. Wait, I don't have it unlocked? So why not this one? Whoops. So what about this one? Lots 15. This is the actual investigation. What's this? Oh, this is like the rhythm game, and it's like dun 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 dun. Argument versus break. Argument turn up the heat. And then there's argument. Yeah, there's the. And then hope versus despair. That's interesting. Some mad beats though. And I can go to the gacha here. Nice. Did you guys want me to go back and play the songs we just bought? I think I'll go ahead and do that. So this is the trigger Happy Havoc. That's the introduction to the game. This is box 15. I don't know why it's called that, but it's the murder investigation. And then we have the arguments. We'll be able to hear a lot more of that during the next stream. And this is Hope versus Despair. This is the more epic one. So this is regular break. You know. And then, you know, the regular old break, we gotta confront something. Then it's turn up the heat. Things get a little more intense. A lot more's on the line. And then by the time it hits despair, Hope versus Despair, it is everything on the line. And then there's this one. This is the break time beat. I believe this is where you do the rhythm game, basically. You have to hit the right and the left mouse buttons in time with everything else. Let's see. This one's a little bit more slower pace, I think. Hey, Space Crow! Welcome in! Welcome in! We are actually about to wrap up the stream soon. We're just, we got done with the... Thank you for getting rid of the bots. What happened was the murder investigation got summed up too quickly. A little too quickly to our liking. And with only an hour left really to stream, we're just checking out some of the extras in the game. So welcome in. And then here's the Super Final BTB. Oh, that's harder to keep up with on the pace. I hope that's not available in normal mode. Ooh. Let's see. So can I not unlock anything? Or do I have to actually spend coins to see these again? Yeah, I have to spend coins to see these again. I have 5 coins for the movie gallery. Wow, okay. And that's pretty much it for the extras. We can go ahead and get our coins here. Let me see if we can get more stuff for like Byakuya. Mineral water. No, that's not a Byakuya item. Rose in vitro. That's nice for like Kyoko and stuff like that. Tea. I think that's new. Yeah, it's new. Papers. Papers, please. A dolly. That's creepy. I actually really got some boxing gloves. I actually really loved playing with dolls when I was little. And I just got an achievement. We got a sword and I got an achievement for being a big spender. I guess you have to spend so many coins. Game console. Some sort of weird grip thing. A golden gun. Martial arts thingy. Maybe we can get 60%. Let's see if we can get 60% before the end of the stream. I think this is a Astro Boy. Hina likes that one. Wait, Hina does like that one. I know because we gave it to her. So why is it new all of a sudden? Yeah, we're gonna save. Overwrite. So we're gonna hit here. And presents. It's gonna be something. Rose hip tea. Potato chips. Sonic cup of noodle. Birdseed. Kitty hair clip. Mac gloves. Oh, from that one punching game. Roller slippers. Tornico's pants. Fresh bindings. Emperor's thong. We don't talk about that. We got an Astro Boy doll. Cayenne, tumbleweed, frozen vitro, golden sun, golden gun. And maybe you give it to her in the other save game. Well, it wasn't just that. I did that at the beginning of the stream too. So it was the new save file. You were there when I gave it to her. We did the Astro doll and then the kitty hair clipped. And then we went and saw Byakuya after we gave her the water lover. I think. I know I had it unlocked. I saw it there when we were going past. I'm sure of it. Now I'm just confused. Maybe I'm tired. Maybe I'm just tired. Oh, yeah, it's weird. I have bad memory. I have a goldfish memory. I don't know if that's good or bad or what. And so we can go around through here. And sure enough, once we complete 4, that'll be 4, then that'll be 5, 6, 7. There's 7 chapters in total. That would mean that at least one person would be killed per chapter. Unless... So it'd be like there's Sits, Byakuya, there would have to be a... I'm pretty sure Byakuya's gonna be a perpetrator or a victim. So there's 7 people left. So that doesn't actually make sense. Unless, of course, we do run into the headmaster. And we kill the last person alive, and then we have to prove we didn't do it? That don't make sense. That don't make sense at all. Alright. Well, whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. We had fun in a little bit of extras menu. We learned more about that. Next time we play Danganronpa. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Next time we play Danganronpa, we are going to do the trial of the murder of Sakura Ogami. We're going to figure out what the purpose of the chemicals were, the bottles, and the hidden dying message, along with the candy wrapper. Tomorrow will be the Code Vein stream with Zanzu. It'll be a little bit later due to a doctor's appointment, but traffic. We live on a busy highway. Let me see. Getting back on track. Code Vein's going to be a little bit delayed, but it will be, unless he says otherwise on the Discord. I'm pretty sure it's still going to be going on. Friday will be Final Fantasy X. And then Saturday, don't know what's going to go on for Saturday. It won't be any D&D though. That's pretty much confirmed. So who knows what's going to happen. Anyway, let's go ahead and try to raid out if possible. I'm going to go ahead and click out of this. Let me see who we're going to raid. Okay, so I'm looking. Knots looks like he's still on. So I think it'd be a good idea. He's raided us a few times, so I think it'd be a good idea to go ahead and raid him for once. So y'all copy the messages if you want. There we go. I need to... It's not gonna give me an option to do that, or is it? Anyway, let's go in and go ahead and raid. I gotta make sure I type this right. Because if I don't, it'll be bad. And we'll end up raiding someone other than Knots, and that would be weird. Not just... TGS. So let's see if that works. Unrecognizable channel. Oh, come on. Let's try that. Didn't work. Oh, I messed up. Did I? It looks like I messed up. He didn't have the raid message. I did this before. I know I can do it. Alright, finally. We got it. It's working now. It is finally working now. So, alright. Thank you all so much for the wonderful stream. I had a lot of fun today. I really enjoyed myself. A big shout out to all the lurkers as well. This channel and all of Twitch pretty much relies on lurkers. So thank you so much for that. Yeah, I finally did it 1-2-1. I guess it was just, it wasn't, I guess I was typing it wrong. It had to been, I was typing it wrong. It had been that I was typing it wrong. So, go ahead and let's raid on out.